South Korea is more than just Seoul's city lights or Jeju's beaches. Tucked between misty valleys, remote islands, and ancient paths are places even locals rarely talk about. In this video, you won't just discover where to go, but what secret temples you can hike to, what food stalls don't make the guidebooks, and which islands feel like time stood still. If you're ready to skip the tourist crowds and find South Korea's quiet magic, stay with me. These 10 destinations will change how you travel. Travel tip of the day. Avoid peak weekends when visiting even the most secret destinations in Korea. Many hidden gems are known locally and can get busy with domestic travelers. Always check local holiday schedules and opt for weekdays or early mornings for the most peaceful experience. This brings us to our first destination, which holds one of the most scenic paths in all of South Korea. This is Damyang's Juknokwon bamboo forest. On select evenings, the forest transforms with soft sensor-activated lighting that illuminates the towering bamboo stalks, creating a calm yet striking visual experience. This moonlight trail is not only rare, it connects deeply to Korean heritage. Bamboo in Korean culture symbolizes integrity and resilience, often featured in traditional paintings and classical poetry. Walking beneath these swaying canes offers a type of serenity most city visitors never find. Beyond the trail, the site includes a small hanok village and a traditional tea house, where you can sip bamboo leaf tea harvested locally. This is not a busy tourist attraction. It's a quiet place to slow down, breathe deeply, and reflect. For those interested in night photography, the lighting adds an extra layer of depth, perfect for long exposure shots. From the gentle glow of bamboo under moonlight, we now head east, across open sea and into the embrace of volcanic cliffs. This is Ulleungdo, a remote island that lies off Korea's eastern coast and feels far removed from the mainland in both pace and atmosphere. Accessible only by ferry from cities like Pohang or Ganggyeong, this volcanic island is home to steep cliffs, sea caves, and some of the clearest waters in the region. It's often overlooked because of its remote location, but those who make the journey are rewarded with an experience that's entirely different from what you'll find in Seoul or Busan. One of the most striking features is the Haengnam Coastal Walkway, a cliffside path that hugs the edge of the sea, offering dramatic views and access to hidden coves. The island's interior holds traditional villages, hiking trails leading to Suyanggae Peak, and forests filled with rare plant species. Seafood here is a highlight, especially squid, which is dried in the open air and served grilled at family-run restaurants. Ulleungdo is quiet, scenic, and distinctly Korean. Leaving behind the wind-beaten trails, we now ascend into Korea's mountainous heart, where mist hangs in the trees and footsteps echo between temple walls. This is Hwaeomsa Temple, which sits on the western slopes of Jirisan, South Korea's largest mainland mountain range. Unlike more frequently visited temples, Hwaeomsa offers a more immersive and uninterrupted glimpse into Korean Buddhism. Originally founded in the 6th century, the temple complex features massive stone lanterns, pagodas, and wooden halls built without nails, each piece reflecting centuries of architectural tradition. One of the most unique aspects is the opportunity to stay overnight through its temple stay program. Here, visitors join monks in daily rituals, from pre-dawn chanting to silent meditation, all in a setting surrounded by forested peaks. The temple is also home to national treasures, including the Gyeokpo Hall, considered a masterpiece of Joseon-era woodwork. This isn't a place where tour buses stop for selfies. It's where people come to learn, reflect, and slow down. Whether or not you're spiritual, the combination of mountain air and quiet discipline leaves a lasting impression. Stepping down from temple courtyards and into rolling green fields, we arrive at a place that predates both kings and cathedrals. These are the Dolmen sites of Gochang. It holds one of the most overlooked chapters in Korean history, its prehistoric past. Scattered across green fields and gentle hills, these ancient stone tombs date back to 1000 BCE and form the largest dolmen concentration in the world. Over 1,600 of these megalithic burial structures remain here, and unlike similar sites in Europe or Egypt, they're remarkably accessible. There are no crowds, no barriers, and no over-commercialization. Visitors can walk freely among the dolmens, many of which are aligned with celestial patterns, hinting at the rituals and beliefs of early Korean societies. Informational plaques provide insights, but hiring a local guide from the Gochang Dolmen Museum can deepen the experience. This is more than just a field of rocks. It's a vital archaeological landscape that shows how Korea's ancient communities honored their dead and built enduring legacies long before the rise of kingdoms or temples. With ancient stones behind us, we journey south to the coast, where a short ferry ride leads to high sea cliffs and narrow trails. You've reached Maemuldo Island, part of Tongyeong's coastal region, is one of South Korea's quietest maritime escapes. It's reachable only by a short ferry ride from the mainland, and once you step ashore, paved roads give way to narrow hiking trails that snake along the cliffs. One of the highlights is the walking bridge that connects two of the island's peaks, an arching steel path suspended above the waves. The island offers panoramic ocean views that shift throughout the day, from foggy mornings to vivid sunset backdrops. You won't find hotels or resorts here, just simple guest houses, family-run seafood kitchens, and untouched nature. The terrain is steep but manageable, and rewards hikers with moments of stillness you can't manufacture. Most visitors stumble upon Maemuldo by accident or word of mouth, which makes the experience feel more personal. It's one of the few places in the country where the absence of noise is part of the attraction. Leaving the sea behind, we make our way inland to a village where the past isn't preserved, it's lived. This is Oeam Folk Village in Asan, offers a rare opportunity to witness traditional Korean life still in motion. Unlike tourist villages built for display, Oeam is a functioning community where families have lived for generations in hanok-style homes dating back over 500 years. Walking through the village feels like stepping into a living museum. Residents tend vegetable gardens, dry herbs under clay-tiled roofs, and perform seasonal rites tied to Confucian customs. The alleys follow geomantic principles, with stone walls guiding wind flow and water drainage, a design preserved through centuries of careful maintenance. Visitors are welcome to join small cultural workshops, like making traditional taffy or learning brush calligraphy, hosted by locals. During festivals, you might catch tightrope performances or folk music played on jangu drums. Yet even on regular days, Oeam remains one of the few places where tradition isn't just remembered, it's practiced. This destination offers a grounded, respectful glimpse into Korea's living heritage. Where tradition meets the rhythm of the everyday, our next stop takes us to a market where flavor and fermentation have shaped generations of Korean cooking. This is Ganggyeong Fermented Seafood Market in Nonsan is not a polished tourist attraction. It's a sensory experience deeply tied to Korean culinary tradition. Known nationwide as the heart of Gyeokpo, or salted seafood, Ganggyeong's market showcases row after row of tubs filled with squid, oysters, anchovies, and other catches, each preserved through ancient fermentation methods. The air is pungent and strong, unapologetically so, but for Korean families, this market is where foundational ingredients for dishes like kimchi, stews, and side plates are sourced. Vendors, many of whom have been perfecting their recipes for decades, offer samples and advice on storage, aging, and pairings. It's a place to learn how food preservation shaped Korean cuisine in times before refrigeration and how those same practices survive today. Foreign visitors are rare but welcomed, and walking through the market gives an unfiltered view of how deeply flavor and patience are woven into everyday Korean food culture. As the strong flavors of Ganggyeong fade, we return to the coast, but this time to a stretch of land where tide and rock reveal something more elemental. We arrive Gyeokpo Beach in Byeonsanbando National Park, which hides one of Korea's most underrated coastal trails, one that leads not only to scenic cliffs, but also to walkable sea caves revealed only at low tide. While most visitors come for the beach or the scenic Chesegang cliffs, few know that the best views and geological features are tucked behind the tide's retreat. These basalt caves, formed over thousands of years, expose intricate lava patterns and sea-carved chambers that feel like private galleries. Trails from the cliffs loop around temples, forested paths, and quiet shoreline walkways, offering multiple layers of exploration in a single visit. The beach area itself is less commercialized than most, with a few seafood stalls and open parking. For photographers, the twilight hours are ideal when the sun reflects off both stone and tide pool. It's a rare place where geology, ocean movement, and cultural sites merge in one calm, walkable experience. Trading ocean winds for the cool air of inland hills, we enter a tunnel carved for trains but reborn through light and sound. Welcome to Suyanggae Light Tunnel in Danyang takes a defunct railway passage and turns it into a walking corridor filled with interactive light shows, music, and art installations. Originally used for trains, the tunnel now draws visitors into a visual and auditory experience that changes every few months. Displays range from LED forests and fiber optic walls to digital projections synced to Korean folk music or seasonal holidays. While many art spaces in Korea are indoors and urban, Suyanggae stands out because of its rural setting and open-air charm. The tunnel's surroundings include quiet riverside trails and hillside cafes, making it a great half-day stop for those exploring the Danyang area. It's especially popular during summer evenings when the tunnel stays open late and becomes a cool, vibrant alternative to the daytime heat. More than just a photo spot, this tunnel reveals how Korea reinvents spaces while honoring local history. Our final stop takes us higher, up a slope where stone steps lead to wooden halls that have withstood over 1,000 years. This is Buseoksa Temple in Yeongju is one of South Korea's oldest and most historically significant temples. Yet, it remains largely absent from tourist itineraries. Founded in 676 AD, it's home to the country's oldest wooden building, Muryang Hall, which has survived centuries of weather, war, and rebuilding. The architecture alone makes Buseoksa important, but what sets it apart is the way it's built into the mountain slope, offering panoramic views of the surrounding valley. The temple complex includes tiered courtyards, intricate carvings, and relics that represent early Korean interpretations of Buddhist practice. One local legend tied to the site involves a floating stone that supposedly rose to protect the temple from destruction, a story that's quietly passed down by monks and local historians. Visitors can walk the full temple route in under an hour, but many choose to stay longer, lingering on the stone steps to watch the mist roll in. It's a peaceful, well-preserved site where the focus is reflection, not tourism. Which secret destination captured your imagination? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out our next video, The Future of Travel: 5 Eco-Friendly Destinations. You need to visit. It is packed with real travel insights. Click here to watch it now, and we'll see you in the next one.